Yeah, it's on. Reverb. There we go. Hoot hoot. Hello everybody. Hoot hoot. I'm Vilhelm Vanderbos, the noble owl of Globie Generation 2 Equinnox, and welcome to my art stream. There you go. Hi Solarian. Hello Who's there? It's me Hoot. Someone in the office has been possessed by an owl. Who? Let me see. Hello T-Beanie, hello Citrina, hello Emiliano. Hello Mary Mage. Hoot hoot, yeah. Was evil taking over? It always happens after I record a language short because of the obvious intonation on the last recording, as you saw, maybe. You know, the manzana, the hogenar. I didn't do my Duolingo in a month. Get timed out. It's just a minute, by the way. Don't worry, it'll be back soon. Yeah, hogelar is. Oh no! Did I misspell it? Oh no! Oh, I guess you can do both. Maybe. Uh-oh. That's not good. I have to double check my words. Because I see you spelled it with CH, Mirimage. No, I don't know. I'm not sure anymore. It's my fourth language. Anyway, welcome everybody. We're gonna be sketching today. Nobody can hear my cries in deafness. Welcome back home. I didn't do my Duolingo get timed out. Yeah, there you go. Welcome back. Yeah, welcome everybody. We're gonna draw today. I'm gonna be sketching my senpai. Because we have 3 senpai portraits to go. So I figured we would try to sketch them all up a little loosely, so we kind of know what we're going to be working on. So it's going to be Luca Senpai, it's going to be Leon Senpai, and it's going to be Taring who I already drew once before, but I feel like I want to do one in the same series of portraits, you know? Everything outside of this is a bonus. How's everyone doing? Thank you so much for the support on Twitter, on my my smacking your hand away tweet. It's doing better than I thought. This was sincerely my reaction when I saw the tweet. Why is everyone letting themselves get grabbed? That is bad touch. It is very invasive. So my first thought was just like, I would smack that hand away, and then I could smack that hand away and make it a picture. No. Yeah, exactly. Miss Ma! Hey hey, hoot hoot. Welcome. How do you say magician? I just made a short where I say magician in 4 different languages, but I'm never sure between Swedish and like the other Scandinavian languages. There's so many variations. I think it's really cool. People keep teaching me how to say it in other languages too, like on the comments, and I really appreciate it because there's some really cool variations to it that I never knew. Magiker, yeah, right. I did that too. Magiker. If you want to know how to say it in Spanish and in Dutch, you can go check my short. That's my plug. How are you doing, Misma? Tryllekunstner. Oh, it's like Trollerikunstner. Yeah, I know that one too. Like it's almost like a hex artist or something like that. It would maybe translate to, like, literally. Anyway, that's fun. Thanks for dropping by, Misma. It's nice to have you here. I'm gonna be drawing. It's a blank canvas, so I don't really have much to show. Maybe you saw the picture I did of your genmate, because I did do a portrait of Spectra, a certain tea drinking ghost. Currently playing Wuthering Waves. Yes, a lot of people are playing Wuthering Waves. Is any of my plumies playing Wuthering Waves? The game looks pretty. The Spectra art looks so good. Thank you, Mary. But yeah, let's see. Oh, forgot. I had a reference prepped. There you go. Storage. Is the game big? I guess it is. Oh, that's right. You totally did. How you doing, Hoot Hoot? I'm doing good. Thank you, Fluffy. I'm playing Pt.1 in 1,000 Year Door. That's right. That got released on the Switch too. That's cool. All right. Let's get the art scene going. No, this is the one. There you go. Okay, so I am in progress of drawing Leon Senpai and Luca Senpai and Taring Hu. So I've been drawing the girls. So I think I want to do one of the guys. I'm not sure which one yet. How would you describe my senpai, those that know them? I'm trying to think of a way to draw them. How are you enjoying Wuthering Waves, Miss Ma? It counts. You totally practice language, that counts. Duolingo is just a good way of, like, you know, showing that, look, I did this stuff. Monkey, scorpion, and tiger. Monkey. Yeah. Like, who I got a pretty good idea of. The tricky one, I think, would be Luca Senpai. The only characters I like is male MC and all the women, if that says anything. I don't know. People have been saying that the designs are really nice. For me, it just looks like another gacha game, I suppose. I'm kind of surprised that it uses all the Genshin equipment systems and stuff like that too. I figured they would have like something. I guess it's like a well-established one, so why wouldn't you? I suppose. I can't go into another gacha. We're talking about Wuthering Waves. Yeah, a little briefly. I'm not very interested in it. Gacha games will just take up a lot of my time, and kind of after a while it won't really pay me back. Like it won't really give any satisfaction back unless I put a lot of time into it. So the last one I played was Honkai Star Rail. So it's really not for me. I enjoyed the system in Honkai Star Rail, but it got very repetitive very fast. When you have to do dailies, when you have to do events, it's not about having to do. Of course you don't have to, but who am I kidding, right? If you don't, you miss out so much on your pulls and everything, and if you don't keep up with getting upgraded characters, it becomes very difficult. And it feels bad if you don't do them. Yeah, it's like the fear of missing out is very big with those games. And then you kind of, yeah, it just takes up a lot of my time. If people have time to put on them, it's all good. But I'm really not gonna kid myself into that. I think I'm gonna be enjoying that. I'm barely playing games that I want to play, that I I normally would play. So no, sadly. But I have plenty of both genmates and senpai that are playing it too, so if you're interested, go check them out. Right. I know Leon senpai has been called Rizless. Has been called Rizless, has been called Loud, but I think he looks pretty cool. Let me bring up the references here. But he also like Monkey Bliss and all the bananas and all that stuff like that. So there's a little gap to the whole thing. But as a senpai, as my colleague, as everything is, imagine you're holding a banana as a gun. That would be so funny, actually. But as a senpai, as a colleague, as a friend, as as a brother in Globe, he's very reliable, very kind, very he just looks out for you, really, and everyone else, so it's really nice. So he's got this kind of like coat robe that goes over everything. I'm not sure. I think I would rather draw him without it. Because it'll just give more definition. Maybe I can think of a way to incorporate it anyway. So for him, I'm kind of just thinking like... not really sure. Such an unserious guy, but he's very good at first-person shooters. Yeah, so it's really like he's got really tight skills for first-person shooters, situational awareness, and very quick, responsive points and clicks. I think I don't know, because of the whole unseriousness of it all, with all the memes and everything, I think I would kind of want to make his portrait a little memey. Not to be mean, I kind of want to draw him looking cool. I want to draw him looking cool, but also making the picture slightly unserious. Like you said, holding a banana as a gun, or just generally holding a banana. Just holding a banana is very tricky to actually look cool while holding a banana. How do we start this? I usually start with the head, right? It's gonna still be a portrait, right? It's gonna be a portrait. Let me look up some like you say, James Bond kind of like something. It would be fun if I did the whole like pointing a gun, you know, because he likes to do the meme where he's pointing a gun at people, right? The whole like, you know the gun I mean, right? The it kind of comes up really close. Gun with like the hand holding it. You know what I mean? And usually the meme is kind of like, it just kind of, what do you say, you know? So I'm thinking like, if I were to do that, but kind of have him hold a banana instead. I don't want to overcomplicate it too much. I kind of want to be able to get the to get the pictures done, if anything, you know. But I think it could work out, actually. I think it could work out. Let's there's so many wonky references now when you try to look for a specific anime thing. But let's just kind of do a little bit of light sketching. You're not very late, Otter. I barely started. So no problem. I want him to look kind of cool, so we're gonna need like the head to be kind of tilted down a little bit, right? So you get a little bit of shadow from his from the eyebrows. I'm just gonna indicate some stuff first, right? And the nose, kind of like low nose. With a smirk. A smirk fits him very much, right? Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, let's have a look at this face right here. Na, 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 na. Little less chin since he's tilting his head a little bit. He's got very smooth facial features here. I see. I kind of like that. He's got bigger eyes than I really indicated, so let's just indicate a little bit like that. Now for the features, like generally, the red highlights on his hair are definitely the important ones. Everything else is just kind of, his hair splits and goes into two, and then has a ponytail going on like a man bun. So we can exaggerate the hair a little bit to kind of cover the face a little bit, because I feel like the whole like kind of being a bit out of breath, having run for his life kind of a thing, and then kind of just manages to turn one on, like to turn it around on you, like just kind of like and then holds up a gun at you kind of with a smirk, like checkmate, you know, and poof, kind of a thing. I feel like he gets into those situations a lot because he does play Battle Royale and stuff like that, right? And I feel like those games really lend themselves for situations like that, even though when you look at it, it's just kind of like hectic. But the gun is a banana, yeah, right? So he's got the cool factor, but we're not allowing him to get the cool factor. We're completely denying him of the cool factor because he has a banana. But that said, you know, the hand could be replaced easily enough to kind of actually make it cool. But that's not the idea right now. Like Leon S. Kennedy. Where's everybody going? Bingo? Yeah, he's like Leon S. Kennedy. We're gonna have to adapt the features afterwards because it's gonna be wonky since it's a sketch, right? But we'll clean it up a little bit and then we go into the next one. But I think Leon will be the one I work on next. I feel. I wonder if I'm gonna manage the effects that I would like to get in this picture. I have this kind of mental image of it. Of course, I'm visualizing it, how I would like to make it, and what kind of parts of it I want to incorporate. But if drawing, for as long as I have, I suppose, has taught me anything, is that your mental image usually never coincides with what you make. It is, if anything, a guideline. So if you try to make it look exactly like your mental image, then you're setting yourself up a little bit for disappointment, because that's really not how it works. The more you practice, the closer you get to what you initially have in mind, right? But yeah, it's tricky. All right, so this is gonna be a pretty easy one because he's standing kind of sideways here, right? Like if the collarbone generally is like right here and his shoulder is kind of raised because he's holding a gun, then what are you worried about? No, I'm thinking about the background and the general feel of it all. The almost like this, the rendering as well, because I almost have a specific, like, I don't know where I even got it from. Actually, I kind of want to just like the meme gun. Can I find it? If I find it, the meme gun. Yeah, there it is. It's like the meme gun. Let's just give him the meme gun. You know what I mean? Let's just use that actual reference. But it's just the whole feel of it all and the background and stuff like that. There's some things I want to incorporate, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to. But it's okay. So the meme gun is kind of like here, so it's going to be like a banana instead. Yeah, dark background, but I feel like because of the situation that I just explained, it kind of put an image in my head, you know? Like, almost like a city environment or something, or ruins or something like that, because Battle Royale games tend to not be... Yeah, I think so, honestly. I would get away with a dark background. We'll see. But what I'm trying to say is that you could put fire. Yeah, fire behind it would work well, too. It could be like a blurred background in general too. We'll see, we'll see. Yeah, there's a lot of ideas for it all, you know? But that's kind of what I mean. It's not like I'm worried I'm not gonna make something good looking. It's just kind of like I have a specific idea, but the more I work on it, it's gonna develop, because sometimes the first idea is not the best idea, you know? So I'm not trying to make a point of like you're gonna get disappointed. It's more so like use your initial visualization and idea and work towards that, but don't be afraid of deviating, because sometimes, or most of the times, it will actually it will actually just be for the better, you know? If you insist too much on making something work that isn't working, then it's just gonna be a hard time. Okay, we got the gun hand, we got the face. The face looks really cool. I'm really happy with how the face already looks. With the hair and everything, that's gonna look really cool. So now we gotta make... You have a hand, you have like a head, now you gotta connect everything. Let's, for the sake of getting it right, or getting it somewhat decent, let's like do different Let's do different layers on these so we can reposition them better. Okay. This is straight up just reference from that meme hand, you know? So references are a good idea. The one thing I would have to do, he is a guy, so it's a male hand. The one thing that would be important to do is always consider what kind of character you're drawing and how it kind of changes. Like a hand like this wouldn't look good on a female character, for instance. You know, you kind of have to adapt the anatomy a little bit. Oh, I have 2 layers and I'm already on the wrong layer. Man. Okay. Okay, Leon Senpai, show me your secrets. You have a collar, you have kind of tech weary, that works pretty good. I don't want to leave him with this t-shirt only, so we're gonna find something to a way to work this. I need to organize my my references a little bit. Okay. Let me look at the reference where he has the coat. Oh, yo, the coat would look sick. Yes. Let's do the coat. Gives me some more color to add to. Makes it has such a big sleeve, right? So I can use it to get more motion in the picture as well. I'll work on my chores. Okay. Good luck. Good luck on the chores. Thanks for being here, Citrina. Okay, and he has a like this that there we go. Kinda have to angle the body right. Something like that. The other shoulder is in the back. He's got this whole like shoulder strap thing that I can put here, I think. Shoulder strap is like a belt. Like a messenger bag belt. Then he also has this like... I'm not sure what that is. Eh? Oh, okay, okay. He got jewelry, essentially. Almost like dog tags. I kind of want to lift those. I kind of want to do it like it's you know, kind of mid-air kind of thing. So I'm gonna have to shade it so that it's like, you know, the shading is like here. So now we got all the recipes for like a cool picture right here, right? A lot of motion, a lot of interesting stuff. And I'm just gonna leave it like kind of zoomed in like this. Because there's a lot happening. I'm really happy with how this looks actually. Now let's look up a banana. Banana as a banana gun, I guess. Gun. Oh man, there are some elaborate banana guns. Maybe we should have like an open banana to prove the point better, you know what I mean? Anyway, I think we can just like invert all the sketching. We can examine what we got. It's gonna be a very tricky thing to draw for me, honestly. The banana in perspective. At least luckily bananas can be a little, you know, have edges. And then just a green, something like that, I guess. I must say I've not drawn a lot of bananas in this angle. Maybe I'm supposed to still enlarge it a little bit. Something like that. It's kind of Leon, isn't it? It's kind of Leon Senpai. Feels so cool, thank you. It's kind of Leon Senpai, the whole really cool vibes. Now, we can at least we can put some ideas in here before we move on to the next sketch. All right. I'm not gonna clean this because you guys know how I work. I start doing the grayscale in general, right? But we can put some rendering, like some shading and indicators into this. No, just in general. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you think so. I can be a little silly sometimes, but I'm doing my thing. So we get the lighting into this, and we can do Lucas Senpai. And then once everything is in place, we can just go back to rendering it out. Man, it looks so cool. Speaking of fruit, I read somewhere that Renaissance artists like to show off by featuring a lot of fruit and other stuff in their paintings. Really? I can't imagine why. It could be to show how well you have like the how well you can draw, you know, because apples have a lot of, that's a lot going on for it. It has reflective surfaces and everything, right? That, or you could show off that you know, it's kind of like saying like I would love to show off that I don't know, like you paint yourself with a Tesla in the background or something. Like, yeah, I got one of those. I have a lot of fruit. You guys don't, because it's a time and place where it was difficult to get a hold of a lot of exotic fruit, but I know a guy and I have a lot of fruit, so I get to practice a lot of, paint a lot of fruit. Could be one of those cases. Woo! Oh wow. Let me have a look. Hello, Mr. Vanderbos. Hello, Mr. Vanderbos. I want to send my deepest apologies for touching you without permission. It was not my intention to upset you. I'm very sorry. Oh, mute. It's all right. It gave me the idea to make my banger of a tweet, so no worries. Oh, mute. No, the story I was referencing, in case you hadn't heard it, was that that happened accidentally, because you know, some people just kind of go out of their way and like grab your shoulder or something, not reprimanding, but just kind of like, I don't know, their way of kind of keeping in control of a situation, or kind of just nervously so that, hey, there's no problem here, you know, they just kind of start holding your arm or grabbing your shoulder or something. And I don't like that. So at one point there was some guy, was like, we were discussing something, and they just reached out of nowhere, and we were just like talking about stuff, and they just reached out kind of like, we're gonna be telling me something like, you know, you're always like that or whatever, and I just instinctively smacked the hand away. It became such a rude gesture from my end, or seen as such, but it was definitely kind of like, don't touch me kind of a thing. There's no cue whatsoever for you to touch me. This is not one of those moments where you're just unprompted just gonna touch me. So before I knew it, I just stepped aside and I smacked his hand away. No, don't worry, mute. I'm okay. Yeah, see, I don't like being touched. No, me neither. I don't mind hugs. I don't mind head pats. I don't even mind like a specific, like, you know, like you said, like the heck, if I'm like sad, then I appreciate like a hand on my shoulder, kind of like, hey, it'll be okay, you know. But read the cues, you know. Please don't just go go for it. So it wasn't a joking manner, but I did sound very upset, so don't worry, mute. I'm not upset at you. But it really gave me the idea to make my own tweet. I think you saw it, yeah. The smacking the, now read the room. You kind of want to say that, but that is something that you cannot take for granted. Because there are different social cues, and people come from different places. They have their own like experiences with social cues, right? So you don't you can't just say something like use common sense, use just read the room, because not everyone can read it in the same way you do, you know. But what you can do is express, like, without being angry and stuff like that. Just express that, no, please, I don't really like being touched or something. Then if they still do it, then they're invading your personal space, or not respecting your boundaries. Dun, dun. Well, I don't know if you guys saw it, but I made this picture today based on that strange grabby hand that people have been using. So yeah, I recreated that one time that I told about on stream. How are you doing, mute? Still, thank you for considering me into putting the into including me in the meme. I like hugs too. Like I can be a hugging kind of person. But it's a kind of like, if it's with people I know, like you say a room with friends, like that's all good. But not just like Not just the unprompted one, you know, that feels a bit out of place. I don't know if you ever heard of like different convention stories where people just feel like running up to you and giving a hug because they like the character that you're cosplaying. That feels a little invasive. Usually really all it takes is a question like, may I hug you? Can I hug you? And maybe people in cosplay will be okay with it, but if other people, if they say no, then you're not, they don't owe you anything. Wonder why my everything is so slow right now. Weird. It is totally lagging out. What is going on? Is it because I'm drawing? It's so slow. What the heck? Yeah, but that's still asking. Okay, let me restart this tracking thingy-majig. No tracking. We'll see how it if it's acting up again. No, it seems okay. Sometimes all you need to do is just, you know, restart a thing. Wow, how cool it looks like that. I thought the vibes are pretty good. I'm just happy because like usually it takes a couple of sketches or a couple of tries to get to the point where I kind of want to get, but this is pretty good. It's just kind of like, it just really sells what I wanted to do with the picture. It's just like, I want him to look cool, but I also kind of want to take that cool factor away from him, in a way. Like, yeah, you're looking really cool, but you're holding a banana. All right, so we're gonna do some shading because I kind of want to do the light to come from behind, you know. Because like what Citrina said was a pretty good idea, put some fire behind him or something, so the light is gonna predominantly be from behind. Like I lived, you know, like there's a burning vehicle in the background or something, and he steps out of it like it's nothing, and then he's just kind of like, you know, bam, actually holding a gun, but it's a banana, so. Oh, I thought I saw an owl statue or something. Hey, ATP, yeah, I had to restart some of the I had to restart the tracking. But yeah, welcome. Hello, Bleach. Hello, Israel. I forgot to say hello. Hello, Nye. Looking cool, Joker, but he has a banana. Yeah, exactly. So the face is not gonna get a lot of shading per se. We can do one step lower in shading for the features, but everything is just gonna be secondary lighting that is hitting him, environmental lighting and such, you know. We can furrow his brows a little bit better by kind of doing this kind of shading here that kind of moves it towards the middle, because this is where the nose bridge goes, right? You kind of want to get this effect. So just generally gonna do a little bit of like shading, but very soft shading. because the main harsh shading is gonna be on the outside. I need to drink something. Let me see, I've got some tea. But what I love with this kind of lighting is that we can go the route where it kind of doesn't really make sense a lot and make his eyes kind of be a little like lit up or have a lot of like a lot of shines to them. But I kind of know, actually I don't want to do it. I don't want to do his eyes very bright. I'd rather just use a lot of reflections and stuff for that. Yeah, we're gonna have to adjust the eyes a little bit better later. We still have 2 more portraits to sketch out, so we're just gonna do some general shading bits here. Good way of checking your shading when you're just doing like a thumbnail or you're doing like a quick sketch like this. It's just zooming out. It looks alright like that, sure, it looks alright. I think everything could be even darker, but it kind of like gets carried by the light around him, really. So I think it's more so the background, like the like we said, the fire and or whatever other lights that are kind of like playing a part in this whole thing. Need to be a little brighter. But this is just like me airbrushing a little bit, giving it some shapes, and it already has a kind of idea that there is like, I don't know, a pillar or something underneath a bridge or like some kind of like parking garage kind of situation, you know, like there's some like, there's a bit of the outside, but there's still some structure to it. So here we go, I suppose. This is kind of where we're gonna go for. And like a cool like eye effect. There we go. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Now we can work with that. Let's save this one. Leon, okay. Now comes the tricky part. I have this mental image in mind, but we put it into a sketch, which is all good, but I'm gonna draw something new now. So the tricky part is yeah, I'm gonna do the sketches. That's kind of what I want to do first. I want to sketch them all out, 3 of them, and then we can go in and render them a bit. Now at this pace, we're probably going to go into and work on Leon a little bit as already today. But I want to draw, let's draw Luca. This is good practice too, if you're going to sketch multiple things, is that you kind of have to switch your ideas a little bit. Yeesh. Okay, sorry, I was looking around at my references. Now Luca Senpai. Luca Senpai is a very, very kind and no, No, I am not. I used to be, but I would say that one of my greatest achievements, I jokingly say it, but in a way, it also mean it. One of my greatest achievements is that I'm, you know, switched my sleep cycle around to be a day owl. And that means that I tend to go to bed at somewhat reasonable hour and wake up somewhat early. Okay, so what was it saying? Luka Senpai is a very kind person, very generous person, very likes to spread joy and kindness. He also likes horror games, and that's not to say that, but really, and he also likes horror games, I should say, not but. So I kind of want to give him a little bit of a horror-esque vibe. Again, using some dark, maybe put some glow in his eyes or something. Almost like Yandere, but he's not really though, but something inspired by that, you know? Also, if you're still here, Bleach on the Rocks, I'm sorry I didn't mean to ignore your comment, I liked it. If it were a visual novel, the next panel would just be him looking at, what the heck, where's my gun? Let's have a look-see. This is fun. Okay, cool. Thank you. I want to use like darkness over his, like light is coming from below. I like that quite a lot. It also would let me define his neck a bit better with the shoulders and everything too. So I think we're gonna try that. Hello Octavia, welcome. I already sketched Leon. Just a sketch. Let me see here, see? This is the picture I want to do of Leon. He's gonna look really cool, like he's holding a gun, like he's like, you fell into my trap, checkmate, and then, you know, he pulls a gun on you, but it's a banana. Because I'm thinking Leon Senpai has pretty cool, yeah, exactly, cool and uncool, exactly, that's kind of the, isn't that the vibe? That's so mean for me to say, but I was saying that Leon Senpai is a very, very attentive, very, very reliable, very nice. I get along with him. But the general, like, from what the others say too, jokingly, that he has no riz. He's a little memey, stuff like that, you know? Then I feel like, let's make him look cool, but also somehow take away the coolness. Let's say cool and funny. Yeah, there you go. Poor Leon. I feel so mean for saying stuff like that. I don't really mean all the words I'm saying. I'm just trying to get a vibe through, right? I'm still gonna draw him really cool. So cool and funny, that's a very good fitting description. So this is gonna be the thing, because he is very funny. But now Luka. Luka is very kind. I would draw him very cute, really, because he's very kind and sweet. But I kind of want to do a little different with him, because he likes horror games, right? So, and like zombie slaying and stuff like that, right? So I'm not sure about the pose. Maybe let's see. Let's try something out. I'm thinking. It's not gonna be very special. Like the pose is not gonna be very dynamic. We'll start with the face. I mean, Chainsaw Luka would be nice, but I'm not a big fan of gore and stuff like that. So I wouldn't. I was thinking of putting like blood splatter on his face, but that's a bit too much. I don't like that much personally. I mean, I can, but I also want to enjoy what I'm drawing, you know. So we're just gonna do it a little bit like we're gonna play with light. Let's do let's kind of just it's an upwards tilted head right now, not much, just enough to kind of like, you know, the difference between me and tilting up and down. Leon stays a sketch for now. I want to sketch the last 3 senpai that I have left, which is Luca, Leon, and Taringhu. But then Leon is the one we're gonna work on first of those 3. I'm just gonna do the sketch, and then we just save all the sketches, and then Leon is the main thing that I'm gonna be working on. I don't know if we'll have time to do it today, but I'm definitely going to be working on him on yeah, foundations. We're working on foundations because it otherwise I feel like I've done portraits prior. I've done portrait series of different kind of things in practice and in personal projects and everything like that. There's always this thing which is the curse of the first, which is like you draw the first one you start with will kind of end up looking kind of plain compared to the last one you draw, because you get better across like over the over time. Luca Senpai has a bit of a pointy chin, which is actually very, very, very good for this. I'm gonna put an expressive hand in here too, because I think that's very fitting. With like spread fingers, slightly like bent knuckles and stuff. We'll see. It's gonna be good. Now, Luca Senpai's hair goes split almost like the same corner that Leon Senpai's does, but he has more of a fringe on this side, which works really well with what we want to do. I say we, I'm drawing, but I say we because we're all along for the ride, I suppose. And that is if we make the eye peek out between the fringe, it's gonna have a really cool effect. You know? Slightly big eyes. We're here together, exactly. Also, so some of you tend to draw along too. That's also really nice. Not necessarily a transparent hair effect, but I'm just kind of like gonna give it a little bit of splits here and there so we can see the eye over the just enough, you know. So this goes up, comes back down, gets a little hair bent up there, and then he just has a lot of hair happening all around him. So it's really tricky to pinpoint every group of hair that Luca has. So I'm just gonna kind of like generalize the groups that he has. Hair is a little messy. Comes down on the sides, so his neck is kind of like, I'm gonna have to fix the anatomy. Like obviously his eyes are a little too small and stuff. This looks kind of silly. For something like this, the more excuse I have for putting like hair into the Do you tend to wake up with messy hair? I am messy hair. What are you talking about? This is what my hair looks like when I've actually tied it up. Imagine the morning hair. Messy hair is one of my charm points. Even messier, yeah, probably. I wouldn't know. The mirrors are covered up around where I, like, around my place. The expression is gonna be tricky for this one. I feel like the whole like not psychotic, but like the kind of doing it creepy eyes can make look kind of silly if not done well. So we're gonna have to try this. I can't think of an anime right now, but I feel like whenever an anime does it to one of the main characters, a lot of artists will start mimicking that because they think it's cool or something. They get a lot of the same kind of stuff happening, but sometimes the art will miss the mark, and the characters will end up looking. I see, like, you see what they're trying to go for, but they kind of miss it by a little bit. Okay, now important to think is that the reference shows me a lot more what happens on top of his head, but from the angle we're doing, I can't really see past his fringe, and I think that's really important to keep in mind because I am tempted to just kind of reference the do the reference and just draw everything that I see on the reference, but we can't really see the top of his head from this angle. We're kind of looking at him from slightly below, or he's like looming over us a little bit. So actually less top of the head and more like hair by the neck. Oh, and I actually get to draw braid. I don't think I've drawn a braid so far yet, and that you guys have seen me draw a braid. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like the extra hair that we put on him. It really works for Luca's general vibe, I think. I think by design he shows a little bit more forehead than I'm showing here. I'm gonna lift it a little bit, but I also want like an overall shadow over this. So it's we'll see how we work that out. The nose is like a cute button nose. We're just gonna do the shading like this. It's gonna probably be lit up since we're doing the color from below, so that's gonna be interesting. Now the tricky part is doing the this is kind of weird because the mouth was fine, but there's so much of his chin showing that it's kind of like not really working. No, I'm not sure yet. We're gonna have to wait with that one for now. What else we got? We got a choker, probably tilted at like tilted the other way. He's got the I can't really see that detail that well. I'm gonna have to look at his thumbnails or other references. Okay, let me look up some reference. Saga of Tanya the Evil as yeah, that's a really good one. I have not seen much of Tanya the Evil, but I know what you mean with the faces. Okay, we got something here. Now we kind of zoomed in on Luca Senpai, so we should probably do like this a little bit, probably further back even. I feel like my art program is not really showing enough of what I want to show. That's tricky. Let me adjust it a little bit. Okay. Hopefully it works. Yeah, good. Good. Joey Wheeler? Joey Wheeler evil face. Is it actually the one you're... Oh my god. With the pronounced chin. No, I guess there's the yes, a little bit of dark. Oh my god, you actually mean that one. I mean, yeah, you're right, it does fit him quite a lot. But we're going for specific vibes here. Let's bring up the like a hand. Oh, it's 3 AM. Gosh, Hydro, get some rest. Looking down, disgusted look. I mean, that would be like disappointment, but I kind of, you know, we'll see. I got an idea. 2:30 AM. Goodness. Does Luca Senpai, I'm assuming his nails are painted, right? Kind of feel like this should be, if anything. Thank you, Mishu. See, I have Luca Senpai's reference right here, right here, right here, right here, right there. And he's got the whole he's got those sleeves kind of covering his hands, so we can just like use the sleeves here. This kind of looks like the Queen pose of the VTuber song, huh? I don't know it. I don't know if I want him to have too much creepiness going on like that, but we'll try something. I'm gonna change this hand a little bit. Let me have a look, because maybe we're completely just doing that. You're king. Yeah, I see what you mean. When they're using like the ring finger or like a finger to kind of pull on their, yeah. It's not meant to be that one, you know, like that hand is more like a from the side with a finger sticking out kind of a thing. So this is fine, but yeah, I see what you mean. It's kind of the vibe in a way. Let's put this on here and then put the shirt up to the other shoulder. Gonna make sure to define a little bit of muscle here too. Yush. Sleeve. And then there's some shirt details that we're not really gonna see much. I have to do the the braid. But before that, I guess we can just invert everything so we see everything in like that. And let's use white for the braid as well, so we can just indicate it. Now he has a braid that just does the heart after heart style. I don't know if you guys know that one, but basically you first draw a heart, then you kind of follow up the heart like this, and then you kind of alternate in doing the middle line like this here, like this. Then you have, this is one way of drawing a braid. That is what he has. I tend to like to draw braids. We're gonna try if it even looks that way. But I'm gonna try to give him this. Let's see if I can remember how to do it. Start there. Do it like this. I have to do it kind of square first. There we go. So it's actually like this, which is essentially the same braid, but it's kind of more like, So we're gonna do this kind of braid, which in reality is just kind of like doing this over and over again, and the other side is kind of shifted because it does the same thing, kind of like if you just copy and reverse this and you just shift it up a little bit. It's this kind of zigzag. So first, to make it like, let's make it look a little bit alive by just kind of angling it like that. And then you can have the ending here with the scorpion tail, with just kind of like a heart with a scorpion tail right there. So you do want to I do want to like feature this in the drawing, obviously, because it's a big part of his, like, it's like with me, like having a picture with me with no feathers. It's like you take away all the animal features. So with this in mind, let's paint on top first. Starts there. Does this. Following the pattern that I drew. And then following with the other side too. And we got it. There are brushes for braids, of course, as well. Like you can just get a brush that draws the braid for you. Problem I have with that is my style is very particular and looking kind of painterly, so whenever I use a pre-made line arted brush, it doesn't really work. I can usually make them work anyway by painting over them and adapting them to look like my style. But that's just a thing. So there we go. I think I would like, all in all, to kind of shift him this way a little bit, and then have the part with the hand, which I think is not its own thing. No, the part with the hand kind of be something that is kind of here. Dun, dun, dun. I think that looks pretty good. I like that. I like how defined his shoulders are like this. Komiyama Ambrose. Hello, Dango. How are you? Good. What about you? I'm doing pretty good. I'm sketching. I'm drawing the senpais. The tricky bit now is going to be the light from the bottom. I'm not sure how much I want that idea yet, but I think it would look really nice for this. So we're going to try that. We are going to first just do the outlining, so we can work within like a silhouette. And then we're just gonna generally indicate like light coming from the bottom. And then we can say the sketch is done, and then we can like work on who senpai on the sketch. Maestro Vanderbos. Oh yeah, I sketched Leon senpai. Making him look like the signature cool and funny kind of deal, right? So I figured, like, I pictured a bit of like a battle royale position when you kind of, you know, you manage to trick an opponent right where you want them, and then you can just bam, you know, checkmate, bam. But you know, because it's Leon Senpai, we need to have a little bit of a funny factor, so it's a banana. There you go, you never expected the potassium. Hiyo. Let's see if we can get some cool lighting here. I noticed that the lines for Luca Senpai's funny you say that, I'm playing Fortnite right now. Naisu. Okay, save that. Let's make it a little darker. Something like that for now, and then we kind of start using a lighter. Yeah, okay. Okay, light from below, yeah. Bit tricky. Kind of need to... Yeah. But basically the rendering, it will let us kind of decide how puffy and thick the hair is gonna look. Because everything above this is going to be dark. So we're just working on the highlights for now. It does make him look more threatening, yeah. You're not gonna color the eyes. You're not gonna make the eyes all that much brighter. It's just gonna be mainly his irises, right? It gives him a cool effect. Bit on the fingers. The braid can definitely get a bit of like the top part of the braid. If you think about that, the braid is doing. Oh, cannot draw there. If you think about that, the braid is kind of doing this shape right there. That's another banana. The lighting that comes from below is gonna hit this part, and this part is just gonna be shaded. So that's what I'm trying to do here. The fact that this part is gonna be shaded, but you get a little bit of light here instead. And funny enough, I did like a shaded this part here, but that is it's actually gonna be lit up instead. That is no Gucci, like our daddy, our father, Brave Group father, is no Gucci. Okay. We Gucci or we no Gucci? Yush. There. Yes, light. Nothing more from here because I would say that the collarbone catches more of some of that light, like more of that light. And a bit of like on the shoulders. There we go. Then the shirt is actually kind of dark. But it's not gonna be like... Not gonna be black, it's gonna be like a lighter tone to it all. So we just kinda grab this and make it a little brighter. There we go. And do a general like this, I guess. The same with his sleeve. His sleeve is also kind of a darker rendering, dark upon dark with knitted ribbed material. We do it like this, and then we just kind of give it some light, kind of. There we go. You get me? You get the vision? You get the idea? You see it? Did you see it? And just to top off the whole idea generally is that we put a bit of shadow on him a little bit too, like this, like that, yeah. Now the background needs the opposite. The background needs an opposite effect. In order to better frame how he's lit up, better to have shading at the bottom and then light at the top. I think, because of the contrast. Now, in reality, he's just holding his phone, taking a selfie cam with the thing, with the screen, you know. It's actually on his phone here. It's like that's his phone. And then, you know, his hand holding the phone. Kind of like that. Yeah, it's an amusing TikTok on his phone, right? Look how quick that goes. It's so funny. Just do a silhouette like that. But anyway, yeah. This is gonna be the idea. Of course, Luka Senpai has some chains, and some like silver accessories as part of his outfit. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna like add some of these effects too, and not to mention the scorpion tail also needs to. I want the scorpion tail to pop, like this. So we're gonna have these effects. The eyes are gonna be featured like that. I don't know if we can get away with something like a shadow over him like this. No, I don't know. We'll see later, I suppose. One way to try it is if I do something like that. That's shadow's below. Yeah, the thing is, like, it doesn't work. Like, I would do the trope, but the lighting is coming from below. So if there's any shadows, it's above, it's on the forehead. Because you kind of shadows underneath the bangs doesn't make sense because light is coming from below and lighting up the area. I'm actually kind of toning down the light on that part because if I were to kind of realistically treat it as such, it would be kind of pretty bright here and kind of dark here instead, which in a sense doesn't look too bad either. The nose kind of also needs like a bit of like a highlight as well, or to be treated as such. Like this, maybe. And then the part above the nose actually usually has the, like, instead of a highlight, there's like a shadow that follows. It's a basically inverted thing. Like normally where you would do shadows, like underneath the nose, like here, you do it like highlight instead, and then top of the nose, you do it like a shadow bit. Because the opposite things are catching light and shadow now, you know, instead of the light from top, it's light from the bottom. So like if I wanted to really go ham on the lighting effects, I would give him like a like his upper lip would also be kind of like lit up like this. Um, as an example. It looks like he has a milk mustache or something, but that is kind of how the rule would work. And then instead of the usual shadow here, it would actually be the highlight for the bottom lip. In some good way. See, like that now the mouth pops a lot more. But I would probably just be okay with that one at most. I don't know, we'll see. I'll save that in case, but we're just gonna stick to something like that. I still do feel like I should do this. To further like emphasize the light is coming from below. Anyway, this is a pretty good base as well to work on later, you know? There's some stuff to fix, like maybe like narrow up his head a little bit. Try to get this kind of angle that goes, you know, kind of like this. For the effect, so actually changing the hair a little bit and then the head to kind of actually follow this kind of pyramid shape would help the idea that is looking down at you kind of thing. So I'm actually gonna do this. See, hello Doomman. I'm gonna have these indicators. This is gonna be like my rule to go by. So yeah, all good. Background for this one not very needed, because we're gonna have a dark background. There's gonna be highlight. He's gonna be the one that pops it from the darkness, right? So guidelines, I'm gonna call those that. And yeah, let's save this one too. I'm pretty pleased with this one too. Luka Senpai, thank you. And now for especially in like the neck chest area, I think I like that too, because I'm thinking like, what should we focus on? Like and Luca has a lot of collarbone showing, so if we render that part really well, it's going to be able to look like defined musculature and slender neck. I think that could look really good. Now for Who Senpai, I have like a specific pose in mind. I was thinking about this one too. Because I already drew Who singing. I really had a good time listening to her karaoke when I drew her, and I really liked how she seemed to be enjoying it a lot of energy. Oh, that's me. So yeah. Ayo. So what do we do now? I'm gonna get whose reference. Funny enough, these are the 3 senpais I have their references off. That's kind of funny. Who? I want who to have a determined face. I like that. That's one of the best faces that who makes, and that is, you know, angry eyebrows with smile. I think it's a good one. And who lore generally has the whole thing of like coin for who, right? So I kind of want the whole like, hey you, give, like, you know, give me a coin or something, or whichever. So I want to have some cuteness going on. They want to feature like the hand that's reaching out to you, kind of like, boom, here, coin in whose hand, you know, and maybe the other hand kind of pointing towards it in a way, but not covering a lot of her. Like technically, I want the effect of, you know, and I need to look up the hand reference, but what would it be? You open it, you reach out. Thumb is always reaching out from your hand. Okay, so it would be something like this, I suppose. That's the thumb, this is the hand. Something like that, and then like the other hand is kind of like, hey, please put a coin into whose hand, you know? So this is something I want to feature alongside with a very like kind of big eyes. So this is kind of something I want to do. We'll come back to that sketch after. Let's change the music back to the other one. I am still in progress of finding other songs. Didn't I have who's starting music? That'd be fun. Didn't I have that music? Stream music. Is this the is this who's starting music? I think it is, right? Yeah, that one. Yeah. Let's play that one for now then. Confuse people to think that, hey, what? I ran into it too. Hello doll, welcome. Hoot hoot. Okay. All right. This works. Head just kind of like not very special or anything, just kind of like looking sideways at you, I think. I have to adjust this because this looks very cartoony, but I'm trying this out for now. very big eyes. So that's kind of funny that she's gonna look like a kid. But let's start off with this and we'll adjust it later, okay? What's kind of funny with anime is that usually you give like girls can have very young looking features like this, but ultimately what decides is usually a lot of the like the rest of the face, the rest of the shape of the face, right? Okay, yeah, I'm definitely gonna change the eyes a bit because she needs a little bit more mature looking eyes. But let's start with this still. I've already said so, but I'm just kind of saying it for my own sake. Angry, yeah, okay. Her hair. Is very much like this. Very well designed hair to cover where human ears would normally be. So now it's just who ears instead of human ears. It's just the hue remains. Yes, Sue and ears. I've only done a collab with Pippa Senpai. I should ask the other senpais if we can want to do collabs on sometime. Ba-da-dum, bum, bum, bum. Dun, 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 dun. What's the and yeah doll, that can very well be. What's the 1v1 collab idea for Leon, Luca, Reina, and Miel would be? With the Reina, it would be Spanish Satsu. Somehow. It would be Spanish based for sure. Easy choice for that one. Miel Senpai, we kind of did a little impromptu thing because I dropped by her stream the other day and she was playing Danganronpa. So she was playing Danganronpa and I just did voices alongside her playing the game. That was pretty fun. A bit impromptu. It didn't really. I was only there for like at most an hour. No, it doesn't count. But I'm just saying, like, it would be something like that maybe, because Miel Senpai knows a lot of like otaku games and otome stuff like that. So it would be fun to do something like that maybe. I don't know. If you have suggestions, by all means. And because like, yeah, technically you said 1v1, right? I think the tricky one for me, the tricky would be Another VN style voiceover stream went exactly something like that, right? I think the trickiest one would be find something fun to do, but Leon Senpai is very like adaptable. But I generally don't tend to like playing games that usually is like the streamer games to play. But Leon draws though. So we could do some drawing. That just makes it easier, honestly. Bye, be careful, doll. Don't overdo it. But I think art collab obviously would be the easiest pick for me because that's my main thing. Okay, where's that hand that I drew? No, we're just talking about like my senpai in globie. I'll put that one there. What I would do if I were like together with them, if I was gonna do like a collab with them. So this is kind of the idea, right? And she has her, oh, that's the jacket too. This works out so easy. Please, doll, stay on some relevant stuff. I know it's tricky to maybe pitch in when I'm talking about the other people that I work with in my corporation, but at least talk about the art or something, right? I kindly ask that in the rules. I think this can be pretty funny actually. Hey Bimu, thank you. I've done two sketches of my senpai Leon with threatening you with a banana. But I think the pose is really cool. And we have Luca senpai, who's looking like we're gonna play with lighting on this one, with light. But that's the portrait I've planned for Luca senpai. And yeah, and currently I'm doing Who senpai, which looks kind of younger in this one. We're gonna fix up the everything afterwards. But I think this is gonna be fun, like her holding on, pay the toll, right? Pay the toll. Let's see where everything else needs to go. This is gonna be, I need to fix the face before I do this. It's gonna feel a bit weird too. Draw the empty area here without making her look older. So give me just a moment. Let me just copy paste the face as it is. I know the face isn't that much off, but it feels off. I don't know. I think she needs a little bit more face, because she looks a little young. But I guess you're right. It isn't off. A little bit like this part here. If you do it a little like more pronounced, it does a lot already. Okay, let's proceed with this part. Okay. Now we gotta connect this hand somehow to the rest. If she has her jacket on, then there's just gonna be a lot of sleeve here. It's a very puffy one, very cool jacket. A bit of arm going up, bit of shoulder, and then it's just the fluff again. And then it's like the what is that, like the man, the details on the jacket are really pretty. Something like that, I guess. The back is nothing. This is just a lot of fluff. A little bit of fluff there too. It's just this is fine. I think this is, I guess this is just a picture as is then. Right? This is pretty much everything and all the elements where they need to be. Her hair though, there's still parts of her hair missing. Like that. Yeah. And this one isn't gonna have a lot of like special lighting or shading. It's generally just gonna be a normal light from the top down, a little bit of shading underneath the fringe kind of thing, you know? So that's all good, that's all fine. Her ears have a little fluff going on too. And okay. I sketch in white because I just find that a lot easier to see. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but usually I will pick ballpoint pen on paper over sketching digital. But it's not that I can't sketch digital, it's like usually it just takes me longer to reach where I want to go. But hey, I mean, what can I say? It worked out, right? We need to change the hand. The shape of the hand doesn't make sense. Let's save the hand as is though, because I don't wanna have to redo it. Yeah, the reason I sketch in white is for some reason I get the shapes down better. Me sketching in black straight up is for some reason it just doesn't connect with my head. But sketching in white, I can get the shapes down. I can get the everything that I need, the lines. I don't know what it is, but I found that to be the best way for me to sketch digital, because normally, like, I will sooner take, like I said, a ballpoint pen to a post-it note than sketching, because that would go faster. I would reach where I need to go faster. So yeah, I don't know. Just something I noticed. Anyway, we should define the hand. Let's look for a reference. I love how I can just look up stuff like a reference, pay me, hand reaching out. Give me just a moment. I'll find the reference for this. There we go. That works. I'll try that one. Okay. I think this whole angle is kind of off a little bit. I'm gonna try anyway. Let's make that white again and make it easier to see. Okay, so this was just me kind of eyeballing it, right? The thumb needs to go out a little bit more. I mean, honestly, most of my senpai draw. Miel senpai draws, Leon senpai draws, Who senpai draws. So I could always do some kind of art collab. But to my advantage for that too, Who Senpai will just play like any game as well, so I can probably just suggest something, we do something funny. This foreshortening is really difficult. I think I will I'll just opt for oh, actually never mind. It worked out. Just lucky lines right now. There you go. Just clean this up a bit. So yeah, that hand is a better one, I think. And yeah. Who Senpai? Since we've done the outline thing for everyone, let's go with the intention when I give to the drawing as well. Thank you, Bimu. Oh, did I say welcome? I saw you drop by, but I didn't say, might have not have said hello. Now, of course, these are messy sketches. You see where they're going, but this is kind of bound potential. We need to still put in the time and effort into getting them where they could go. But foundation is very important, because we can build upon that. Combo breaker? Wait, what happened? Oh. Hi Kay, welcome. Combo breaker. Hello Inaki, welcome. Hoot hoot. Available in your home on the Ultra 64. Killer Instinct. Combo breaker. How you doing, Inaki? How are you doing? Was it K? Hiyo. Let's swap it back to my my art music. Got new games? Ayo. That's nice. What games is everyone playing right now? I'm assuming a lot of people are playing Wuthering Waves. But yeah. Ba-da-da-dum, bum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum. Wait, no. Gen Stars or Genshin. Oh. I did hear, like, was it Paper Mario as well? Paper Mario came out on the Switch. I remember seeing a playthrough of that game and it seemed really good. Might be one of the better Paper Marios. Are you hooked to any game right now, Vil? That is a good question. Am I hooked to a game right now, Vil? I'm still playing Sandrock, my time at Sandrock, but I've not really gotten on it in a while. I like the cozy games we play together. But my break time game is a fighting game, actually. Because whenever I take a break, I go like 15 minutes into the fighting game, play a couple of rounds, and then I am done with the fighting game. I think you may have heard or maybe have seen mentioned in talk between Ambrose and I that Tekken comes up. Aside from that, it never goes wrong with a bit of Tetris. I will usually play Puyo Tetris Marathon or Versus against like Endurance Versus. I really like that. I like the 1v1 Tetris mode more so than Tetris 99, different strategies. I read somewhere that Tetris activates a part of your brain. It activates a part of your brain that lets you process like thoughts and your day easier. Plumi's Tetra.io session. Now you got me some. You're giving me some members only stream ideas right now. But yeah, I really like Puyo Tetris. It's probably my favorite Tetris game because they implement like the characters and their personalities into the game too. Puyo Puyo is a puzzle game. You're supposed to row up three little blobs. No, is it four blobs in a row, and they disappear. And if you manage to stack them up in a certain way, you can do combos. Kind of like What are those games like? Is it Candy Crush, or you know the usual, like connect 3 or 4 different colored things, right? Now people who are like fans of Puyo would probably like come at me for comparing it to something like that, but that's basically what it is. And they made a Tetris game that also incorporates that in it too, so you can play both versions of it. And I used to play that a lot on my on the Switch. I used to play that a lot. Like, I bought the Switch for that game specifically. The fact that I got like Breath of the Wild was just a bonus for me. It's just kind of like I wanted Puyo Puyo Tetris, and I played a lot. Played a lot online, all kinds of stuff. It was a good time in general, yeah. So now every so often I'll still like do the challenge modes in the game, or endless mode, or just kind of just do marathon just for the sake of it. It's nice. Not to mention membership soon. Yeah, I would say so. We're getting close to that. Everyone's really helping a lot to boost and lift my channel. All the plumies are doing their job, their work. They're not job. It's not your job. All the plumies are supporting me so well into getting me closer to monetization and memberships. It's really nice, actually. Everyone's super lovely. Guys, we gotta keep that up. Thanks, Bimu. Everyone's doing a really good job. And honestly, like, YouTube channel aside as well, I really appreciate the interactions on Twitter as well. Some days I might not be able to really get back to you all the same way that I would have done earlier on, but I read everything, I appreciate everything. I will at least leave you a like, But yeah, I'm looking forward to a lot of this stuff going ahead. Speaking of things to look forward to, tomorrow we are playing The Witness. At the same time as this stream, The Witness is a puzzle game that uses environmental and point of view puzzles. As far as I know, there might be more puzzles, but I've been interested in this game for a while, and since we've been doing puzzle games and it's been kind of fun, I'm gonna try to play it tomorrow, and I'm thinking we're probably gonna go back to it because I don't think we're gonna beat it in one sitting. But depending on how it goes, how it feels, if everyone enjoys it, okay, we might go back to it. But right now, as things are, I'm just curious of it. And then Saturday, we're gonna get back to the portraits. We'll be working on Leon first and foremost, and I think I'm gonna do Who last, because Who already got a portrait done from me, even though it's not the same series of portraits. I figured that do Luca and Leon first. And Miri, you said you were playing Portia. I played a little bit of Portia at one point. It's kind of what made me wanna pick up Sandrock. It's really fun productivity games. But yeah, other than that, I like Metroidvania games. We we might play one that I've been looking forward to playing on stream as well, but it kind of depends. I kind of gauge the games I play on stream are generally, of course, games that I enjoy myself to play. But it's also a little bit of like, how much fun am I having to actually streaming the game? If it's a game that takes away attention from chat or doesn't let us interact a lot, then I don't think it's a very good game. It's not a very entertaining game. Unless it specifically is a challenge and you all are here to watch me get wrecked by said challenge, you know? Played Sandrock first, and definitely an improvement. I'm glad you're able to enjoy Portia despite having started with Sandrock. I believe so too. Portia Portia did a lot of good stuff, but Sandrock took that and improved on it with quality of life stuff and stuff. Yeah. But yeah, either way, I do enjoy that. I do keep that in mind, and I'm very, I don't know, very self-conscious about that. That if I feel like my attention's being taken away, or I cannot keep up, at least to check chat every so often, then I don't know. I don't know if it's a very enjoyable time either. Because I mean, sure, as much as some might argue that maybe me as a streamer don't really necessarily owes anyone anything, you guys drop by, you take time out of your day and drop by to say hi or be here for any given amount of time, right? And that to me is like very precious. The fact that you take that time and spend it with me. So I want to honor that by actually being able to be entertaining, be a fun time for you, even if I don't necessarily might be able to interact with absolutely everyone with everything. That's just my way of looking at it. So even though I like games like Monster Hunter and whatnot, and sure, I could enjoy the occasional FPS games and stuff, those definitely take attention away a lot from chat, and I don't really enjoy it much. That it does. That's sweet of you to say that. You think so, Mishu? Thank you. I said so that I gauge it based off of what I enjoy from streams and stuff, right? And I know that other people might be better at playing certain games than I do, like in an entertaining way. Like, I feel like I would be able to play like a Metroidvania or something that is tricky, because it gives me an opportunity to stop by and say hi. But it's just the pace of a stream, right? Like just now we were kind of contemplating looking at the sketch, trying to get the sketch to look good, incorporate and keep stuff in mind like people's personalities, the vibes that we want to go with the different sketches. Sorry, I had to drink. So yeah, so like I said, even though I enjoy like a fighting game every so often, like that's not the vibe that I want on stream for myself or for you guys, you know? Monster Hunter is the kind of tricky game that if you look away too long, you're gonna get wrecked. Hello, Anebuda, welcome. How are you doing? We have sketched the I have sketched the last 3 of my senpai here. Starting who. I've also sketched Leon and Luca senpai. Can show you in a mo. Good progress in general. I'm drawing for who senpai. I'm doing it this kind of pose of like pay the toll. Because I remember from her general vibes and lore and everything that it's you know, she wants to make the money. Pudding from Tokyo Mimi, actually, yeah. Who is a little bit saber faced too, actually, which I find very funny. But yeah, you've got who on this one here. We got Luca senpai was still a sketch, right? It's gonna be a little bit of a spooky vibe. And we have Leon senpai in this sketch with a lot of motion, a lot of action, and a little bit of fun too. Because this could just be a gun, but I figured let's put a banana in his hand too. But yeah, I feel like who senpai is the sketch is done. It's like this is a sketch. You can see it's who. You can see who it is. Got him. So let's save it. Who. And let's start rendering on this one. All right, for the rendering, we're gonna merge everything. No banana. One banana. Okay. Yeah. I think I would prefer. Let's merge everything and accept the background. And well, make a copy in case something goes wrong. And let's just go at it, I suppose. Let's start with the face. The eyes are a little wonky. Okay, gotta get Leon's reference back first. There we go. Oh, there he is. Ayo. Alright, head out. Thank you for the lovely dynamic sketches. Love to take time from my day spent with you and the Plumies. I appreciate you, Azrael. Thank you very much. Thank you for the time you grant us. Is any of my senpai streaming right now that we can rate them in a bit? I'm sure Leon senpai has been playing Wuthering Waves for a bit. Pippa Senpai streaming. I wonder if any of the senpai that I'm drawing is streaming. That would be the most fun, that I can go like, hey, I drew you. Let's have a look. No, none of the ones I'm drawing. That's fine. We can decide on that in a little bit. That's all right. Gonna make the hair a little darker. Not a lot, just a little bit. And we're gonna clean the eyes up a little. I'm gonna clean the face up a little bit. I don't know what it is. The spirits must be happy today, but I'm feeling like the lines I'm drawing are just kind of working. I'm vibing with this. I'm just I don't know. My tablet is doing exactly what I need it to do, which doesn't tend to happen a lot. I'm in the zone, maybe. The zone. I've eaten a star fruit. My mind is filled with thoughts of plumies. My art prowess increased. The name's Sarugaku Leon. Got it memorized. Today I can catch your stream earlier than usual and manage to draw along with you. I'm also having a good result with my piece. I'm glad, Mishu. We're gonna be like rounding up within the next 20 or so minutes, but I'm glad people are able to draw along too. Actually, when I'm drawing, when I'm trying to figure out sketches, I usually don't have this good of the rhythm going when I do sketches by myself on my own. Hello, Citri. I think the whole key to it all for me right now is the fact that I'm, well, virtually, like, essentially talking to myself while trying to also narrate while I narrate what I'm drawing, what I have in mind, what I'm trying to do. So doing that, I think, might actually be, you know, kind of helping me visualize where I want to go with the picture. Hope the chores went well, Citri. We've finished the sketch on Luca and Who. So now I'm going into rendering a little bit on this drawing of Leon Senpai. Yeah, what's up, Bimu? Hey, Muchiro. I'm sorry to hear it's been a bad day. I'm gonna be streaming a little bit for like maybe 25 or so minutes more, so at least take in the vibes, chill a little bit, maybe get something nice to drink if you have some tea or something, and just take it easy for a mo. You mind if I ask a question about the globie auditions? Sure, go ahead. I might not be able to answer it, but if you like, sure, you can. Frankly, I might fall asleep to your stream this as the most relaxing moment I had the entire day. I feel my body decompressing. Well, by all means, if you would like to. It's also a good place to fall asleep if you need a nap. Just take it easy. Have a bit of respite. Okay, I've noticed something. This eye is a bit too far to that side. It's not very obvious, but it is, because the face is supposed, the middle line, the center line of the face goes here. This distance here should be more equivalent to something like this, but it's actually longer. So we're gonna fix that. And since everything is merged, the best way to fix it is just to redraw it. We'll actually move the whole hair bit too, I think. No, it's not completely correct, but it is better. Let me fix it and we can do a before and after kind of idea. Okay, but I need to fix the eye a little bit first too. You drew in the wrong layer. Oh my gosh. My condolences. I'm so sorry. Might still work out if you cut the parts out and you like, you know, clean them a little bit. But yeah, that is very frustrating. Okay, let's see. This is before, this is after. Oops. A little bit more centered. Yeah. Oh, Mesh, I hate it when I forget to switch layers. I'm sorry, mate. Yeah. Sometimes I've jokingly said so to other artists. There's one truth in the universe. It is inevitable. Sooner or later it'll come for you. You have nothing, you cannot do anything against it. Sooner or later, you will draw on the wrong layer. It's okay, we learn, we grow. If you have to redraw something, you already know how to do it because you already drew it once. Or if you feel like there's no way that you could draw it as good again, then you learn how to adapt and work around the mishap. Only an eye and the French pony. Please, no, don't manifest that. I can't help it. I do not write the rules. I started off today with drawing on the wrong layer after all. And I only had 2. But it's okay. Happy little accident. Well, I am a traditional artist. I hardly drew on the computer, so I forget to. Yeah, me too. That's why I only draw on one layer. This is my layer. I call the layer Juan because there's just one layer. Not when I'm coloring though, there's more layers then, but for the base drawing, for the grayscale rendering before I do the coloring, then I try to stick to as few as possible. But yeah, I found this way to be the easiest way to translate my traditional skills into digital. Is that you, Juan layer? Yeah, exactly, Juan. Because this incorporates a lot of my what I learned, what I know of like charcoal drawing and rendering and stuff like that. Same as acrylics. I knew I liked you. Hey, I like me too. That's cool. I kid. But yeah, the this way of drawing with the grayscale is essentially something that I found really worked in favor of my traditional art. But that said, I still appreciate the luxuries of digital art, you know? Like, I don't miss my hand getting smeared with, like, you know, graphite or charcoal. I miss the undo button, or the fact that I could just, like, you know, cut this and move this if I needed to, because if I was traditional, either you get it right the first time or you just have to erase everything, and when you erase something you have the chance of it, or like the eraser smearing or something, so it's not easy, is difficult, es difícil. No, this smile is not good. Es difícil. Yeah, when I went to Japan, one of the things I stocked up on was their plastic erasers because they're so friggin' good. I usually sketch with a 2B and 4B like pencil or pencil leads. Those are very dark. So if you smear and you don't have a good eraser, then GG. But with those erasers, they're really good. Yeah, like he does look like he has a little silly fang there, but this doesn't look much like a grin either. So I'm trying to make it work. I've had some pretty good like kneadable erasers. If you guys don't know what that is the kind of erasers that are soft like a putty, like how do you even say that? But the problem I have is usually like my maybe the oils or hair or sweat from my hands will get on the eraser and then it just smears. I don't like the smile I have on him. The sketch was pretty good, but yeah, they're pretty good. They're pretty good. But I also even though it was a good brand, I also kind of ended up not getting all those good results. I also had an electric eraser. I don't know if you guys have seen those. They're crazy good if you're doing comics. They're really good if you're doing comics and intricate details. Basically what you have is like this little, it's like I don't know how often they'll sell them. I got it gifted a long time ago. But the thing looks like something like this, right? With a button here, and it fits in your hand. It's not too big. It's like it has a button, and then it has like a tip, like those kind of erasers that you have at the edge of your like those lead pencils, you know, the tips of the lead pencils. Let's see, how does one look like? What does a lead pencil look like? Something like this. And then you have this little bit that you can remove, and then you have an eraser there, right? So it's basically that kind of eraser that goes into this bit, and when you push the button, and it runs with batteries, right? When you push the button, it spins. So you just go and touch, like it sounds like a smaller tool, like a Dremel tool, like wee, and whenever you do the thing, it just removes everything in its path without damaging the paper. So it's crazy good to be like, for me when I'm doing, like, let's say I want to do this kind of thing, put like a glow on the eye, then just like wee, and then done. But yeah, the problem with that one was that it became a bit of an annoyance to carry along, or used to cut out eraser to create an angle to make that spotlight. Right? I mean, that works too. I don't know what I think they might be called a blender. In Swedish, they have a really weird name. They're called Stomp. Just STOMF, Stomp. And it's basically a rolled up paper that is essentially shaped like a thick pen, you know? Like this. And what you do with this is you just blend sketches. You can essentially get this effect here that I'm doing right here on paper. So I think they're called blenders in English. That's awesome though. If you use blenders, then you can actually erase the thing too. So blending like the eyes and then using like that electrical pen, the eraser to just zit and then get the shines going and stuff is really nice. Let's keep the smile as it is. I think it's pretty good. We just need to shape the his face a little bit better. Blending tools, ayo. No, I just don't know, like, I think I only know the Swedish name. Bum, 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 bum. Really happy with this face, actually. It turned out really nice. Piece of paper helps blending, yeah. You can make your own. I think, let's see, at one point when I kind of needed one, but I didn't have one store-bought, I pretty much took like an empty roll of toilet paper, you know, the kind of cardboard bit that is like, you know what I mean, right? The little tube. So I kind of peeled it apart and I was left with this kind of sheet of paper that was kind of, you know, shaped in a particular way. And then I just rolled it up and made one. Okay, now his face, it's got a bit like pronounced cheeks. Leon Senpai. So it's actually something more like this. Actually. Gotta be true to the character design, you know? If it's something that works for your style. I feel when doing fan art of any kind, my style is obviously not copying the original style to a T, but I do feel like it's kind of, I take a moment to try to look at what the character is known for. kind of like what defines the character. Eye shape is very important. This is already, the eyes are kind of open, but I'm still trying to honor the kind of sharp shape that Leon Senpai has, which is actually kind of like this kind of shape on his eyes with pronounced lashes on one end. He's got these kind of eyes, right? Mine are a little more like rounded, but trying to make the eyelashes pronounced, because that's what's gonna sell it. The shape of the face, the type of the body, you can always like exaggerate, but generally it might not look like the character if you deviate too much, you know? And that's just on me. Obviously you can draw however you want, but I don't know if you guys will agree, and it's okay if you don't. But I don't. But let's see if you know what I mean. Sometimes it looks like it is another character cosplaying the character. You know, the outfit is right, the hair is right, but there's something kind of off about it, you know? If it's like a Nintendo character, let's say it's Princess Peach, then they maybe didn't draw the pronounced lips that Princess Peach has. Or made the hair a little bit too because there's it's puffy lips and puffy hair for Princess Peach, not to mention the dress, right? But stuff like that. Let's see. Oh yeah, the Twitter post with the hand pinching asset you made was hilarious. Thank you. I had fun with that. Like I was saying before, that was my reaction. That was straight up my reaction when I saw the asset. Oh my god, you know, why would you just touch me unprompted and squeeze my face? Are you kidding me? That is a recipe for me to get angry. So and poor poor Mute that just did that to me straight up was just kind of got got my wrath on that end. But it also gave me the idea to kind of like, you know what, let's just use this asset, because I already had made the one with my hand. Let's just use that one and just kind of smack it out of the way. And it worked out really good, and people are really liking it. It's really funny. And all right, Bimu, thank you for hanging out with us. You enjoy your dinner. But yeah, I'm glad people were enjoying it too. I didn't expect it to take off. I also really like the message redacted. I did not do that. What did you write? Or maybe you removed it. I don't know how that works. Yeah, thank you. I keep those assets as well, you know, the face pinching one. Like any assets I see, I keep. so that, you know, in case like there's some idea or something that I could use for a thumbnail or something, I'll just kind of keep it around. I'm gonna have something to eat and drink too. It's past midnight, so I'm starving. Hope everyone do your hydration check. Yes, Sue. Oh, you removed it. Okay. I just never know if it's auto moderated or if it's something people remove themselves, but no problem. Retracted is self-removal. Yes, Sue, thank you. I'm showing my inexperience with YouTube. But I appreciate the the pitch in. Thank you. But I'm relaxing to Vil talking. I want to focus on that. Yeah, I'm going over a bit because I'm having a good time. I also need to get something to eat. Yeah, okay, no problem. Sometimes you never know what the auto-modding thing is doing either. Let's put the Animal Crossing music on, as I call it. It's not really Animal Crossing, it just reminds me of it. Yeah, I do see message retracted. So now that you say that message retracted means that they removed it, and I know why it's happening. It's happened. I wish I could have like video game music. I love listening to video game soundtracks and stuff, right, when I do art and stuff, but you know, it's a little bit of an issue that is copyrighted materials. So but this cute little song that I found that I can use is quite cute. Hydration check is a good one too. I'll also drink a bit. Oh, so the auto mod just deletes it. No trace. A delir and a stretch, sure. Can I stretch? Can I stretch? Let me have a look if I can stretch. Hold up. Stretching. Oh. Ah, that was a good stretch. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. I'm just being silly. That just happens. That is a late stream exclusive, right? Whenever you get me silly, it's because it's late. And I get a little tired and silly. Oh, I will in a mo. This side actually doesn't have this much hair. I notice now. I've given him too much hair. That's not good. It's not canon. It's not accurate. Let's adjust it a little bit. We can still use it. Just has to be a little bit less. Something like that. This works. We get away with this. Just needs to have a clear part that this is This part is a little shorter than the other one. Down, 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 down. What is? I think that's normal. Let's see. Bam, bam, bam. Yeah, we do this a lot without noticing, especially in front of a computer screen. So getting up, moving around, stretch. Every commercial break is a good habit to do. Yeah, I think so. It's just easy to slouch. I do it too. I found myself really back. You'll see me adjust my posture because I generally kind of do this. You know, whenever I sit back up on my chair. So the more you see of chat covered up by my head, the better posture I have. But I also have my tablet set up in a way that I cannot slouch too much. It's lifted, it's angled. It is at like... It lets me use my elbow more as instead of just my wrist. Okay, before I round things up, I kind of want to figure out what I want to do with this, with his neck. Because the wild hair is really nice looking. I'm just really not gonna like make that look any neater or anything, right? Okay. Hmm. Tricky bit of doing like kind of realistic proportions is that anime characters tend to not have very realistic proportions, but at the same time you kind of want to have enough realistic proportions in order to get like something like a strong looking neck working. Wouldn't mind seeing the backside of your fluffy hair and head if it means you sit better, not hurt your neck. I can show the backside of my hair. It's not very clear there, I suppose, but you see how the hair goes to the back there. Very fluffy, and the ponytail goes down to my shoulder blades. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I could make the illusion of me sitting looking the other way by mirroring me and then making me like a shadow. Then it would be like you're seeing the back part of my head, but not really. I've got some effects in mind here and there. I thought of that effect of like if I ever were to play like a driving game or something, like you mean a spaceship or whatever, for whatever reason, that I could like just do that and be all like I'm sitting sitting in the driver's seat, you know. Hello, monster. Are you sick? Do you have hay fever? Coming in, blowing your nose. Bam, 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 bam. Now this is less painterly than I've done the other portraits. Obviously, I've been going for a bit more of a painted style with the other senpai portraits, but I figured like this was the idea, so let's just go with it, you know? It looks pretty cool. As long as the face is rendered, everything else passes like, oh my gosh, look at a cool picture, and then oh my gosh, there's like nothing rendered down here. But it doesn't matter because this is what catches your attention. Now, Leon Senpai does not have a lot of eye color. They're generally kind of gray, but the rule of thumb is like even if something is, you know, is gray, you should still give it a tint of whatever color could be seen as the environmental color, because eye color, everything gets affected by its surroundings. So if we just put a little bit of light purple on it, it already gives it another effect, right? Now I do need to round up, so I am going to just put a little bit of stripes of red in the hair so we kind of just, you know, sell the idea. For now. Oh, that's pretty good. No, that's pretty good. Sorry I didn't comment on this because it was kind of flabbergasted. You have the reference sheet just there on a quick hotkey. Yeah, I had it set it up since my debut and everything, so I have this stuff in case people ask. Because sometimes people realize, oh, is your hair tied down? That looks awesome. Hello, thank you, Ethan. But yeah, I do. The reference sheet is either, it can be either that or it's just this. It's like a slidey thing. That's a game. That's an art. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I feel like it's very, very fitting of it all, right? No, I have freaking never drawn a banana. I've drawn still life bananas before. So we need to channel the still life drawing experience into this little banana. Yeah, don't let's not do age stuff. That's a very good point. I'm gonna put that in the rules. It's for your own safety, honestly. But I hope you feel better soon, Monster. Hey, Siffy. I'm rounding up right about now, but just kind of wanted to render the banana a little quick. Is he wearing gloves? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. No. No, no gloves. No gloves, only a sweatband on one arm. Okay, good. Good. You never know. Yeah, no, it's very, very fair, Munchiro, and yeah, I will also do better in reminding people this. Good job. I'm glad the plumies are looking out for each other as well. What I like about this brush that I made, this textured one, is that it really lets me work like you would work with markers. Only you can just paint on top of the markers as well. Because planning market rendering is just a nightmare. At least if you had the proper alcohol based markers, you can, like, you know, draw on top of each other and make the different things make them darker bit by bit if you have like a set of gray markers. But man, the one annoying thing with traditional art is that there's no take backsies. That's the main thing I like, problems and difficulties I find with traditional art. There's no take backs. You can maybe redo, you can maybe paint over, but once you make that mistake, it's kind of there. So better just work around it, see it as a happy accident, and, you know, kind of still work towards completion. But it's really not a good medium for perfectionists. Oh no. Let me have a look at the old, there you go, it's right there. I need to, the banana is gone. There you go. Banana. Okay, let's save this. It is saved. I do digital art for the zoom in and undo button, for sure. I also do it for the spinny, twisty and everything, especially the flippy. All the ippies. Okay, let's see if there's any change to who is streaming. I would like to raid the Leon Senpai. Dum, 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 dum. What is Allah doing? Let's just playing a dungeon crawler. Bounce is also streaming. Oh, Vance got the okay. You can want some more art. I'll send you over to Vance. Let's do some more art. Outfit swapping, yeah, I'm swapping outfits between people. So you guys can go check it out. Yeesh, alright, let's round up stream. Welcome, it's the end of the stream, about half an hour later than I would go, but I was having a good time, so when I can, I extend. But yeah, it is definitely time for me to go get my comfy evening drink and maybe a snack or something. Let's put the proper there you go. But yeah, I'm super happy, super pleased with the sketches. I am really looking forward to working more on this. On the art stream on Saturday, we will continue the Leon sketch. It's a great job. Can't wait to see how they all turn out. Me too. Man, I can't wait to see how they turn out. Is that strange to say since I'm the one doing it? I don't know. Raid message from one artist to another. Hoot hoot. Spark. Here you go. I'm excited. Yeah, me too. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I share in the excitement. For sure. Thank you, Chubby. No, it's pretty good. Whichever variant you have. Yeah, let's go. Excellent. Well, keep a lookout. I'm not sure what evening drink I'm gonna have, so you'll find out on Twitter. I've seen my phone still blinking with notifications from that post of smacking people's hand away, so that's gonna be fun to catch up on. Thank you everybody so much for the stream, for today in general as well. It's been fun, and I'll see you again tomorrow evening. Yeah, but that was close enough, Octavia. You got it. But yeah, I'm very grateful. Thank you for today. Hang in there, I suppose. There's just one more day, then we got weekend. I will see you at the beginning of the weekend, and we'll play the witness. We'll see if my puzzle mind can help out. Maybe I need to be cat if I'm having a hard time. Vet du Dutch? Ik woon in Nederland. Ik woon in Nederland. Mark, het is mijn vierde taal. Zoals ik ben niet zo goed. Don't be spoiling the endings of the game I'm gonna play, even by mentioning if it's good or bad, but I'll take that, it's fine. That was very harmless. Welkom in Europa, blijf in de dood gaat, Europa. I'm gonna get copyright struck. But yeah. That sounds really good though. I'm practicing. That is my language practice. Yeah, I komt out Sweden. I'm originally from Sweden, and yeah, Dutch is my fourth language, so. Ik denk dat als ik moe ben, mijn Nederlands blijft makkelijker te spreken. I don't know if that is true, but yeah. what I was saying is that I don't know, like, I think that whenever I go tired, I think less and just do. So language tends to flow easier when I'm tired. But I was woken up one time with a phone call, and I don't know if you guys have ever, if there is any like bilingual person, or at least bilingual, I was woken up by a phone call, so I picked up, right? But I was like, I don't know at what point in my sleep cycle I was woken up, but languages were loading in so slow in my brain. It was so slow. It was almost to the point where like I picked up and I was like, wait, no, that's not the language I want to speak. Which is the next one? That one. No, that's not either. Buenas noches. Gracias por el stream. Good job, good job. It is buenas noches because it's la noche. And gracias por el stream. But yeah, you don't overthink it. Exactly. You just do. You go. You just access things. It's fine though. I would give you a pass. And just be like, bing, ba-dang, you're doing so good. And according to, you know, the way Duo does it, they're just like, hey, look at you. Wow, language tips from Quattrolingo himself. Yeah, there you go. You don't have to apologize for still learning. I'll never judge someone for saying something like, you know, for still learning something. This is how we learn. If you were a master from the get-go, what would the point be of learning? So don't worry about it. I'm really happy that you wrote it that way though. That goes for everything. Even if like people write Swedish to me and it's really wrong, I'm just really happy people try to speak Swedish, you know? Yeah, so no worries, no worries. I will never fault someone for trying and then, you know, needing a little bit of adjustments and stuff. I will fault someone for not doing their freaking language practice from the get-go. That was so funny. Like, just like, oh, I haven't done Duolingo in a month. It's just like, well, timed out. Yeah, that's gonna happen more, I think. Anyway, let's go say hi to Vance, who is also grinding the art. You all have a nice rest of your evening. I'll always be happy for anyone trying to speak Dutch. I appreciate it because it is kind of tricky. And but yeah, let's go support my man Vance, my brother in Equinnox. And I'll see you all tomorrow or in the weekend. Catch me on Twitter and check out my evening drink. Hoot by Hootsu, and once again, thank you. Bye bye, good night. Stay lovely, I'll see you again soon.